From terrifying clips of moving statues in cemeteries to unsettling footage of strange giant creatures on mountaintops, and even a clip of hell on Earth. If you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we delve into each mysterious capture. When someone asks where you're most likely to encounter paranormal activity, the cemetery is a common answer. This video perfectly illustrates why.
I could have sworn I saw the arm go up. Whoa, wait, no way.
I found this TikTok video uploaded by a user who claims to have captured something truly terrifying during a cemetery visit. The video, filmed at night, focuses on a distant statue. From the start, the statue has an eerie aura, but then it begins to move.
Whoa, wait, no way. Did anybody, wait. Right there.
You can clearly see the statue's hand shift. The cameraman notices this movement and points it out. The truly unsettling part is that the statue is completely isolated, and there's no one else in the cemetery except the cameraman and this creepy statue. To me, it looks like the statue is possessed by some kind of spirit, or perhaps it's not a statue at all, but the spirit itself in disguise. Either way, it's an incredibly disturbing video.
Oh, wait, no way. Did anybody, wait. The arm.
Our minds categorize familiar things as normal, but when confronted with something completely unknown, our instincts label it as terrifying and unnatural. This video perfectly captures that feeling.
Put together hoax.
The video, uploaded on YouTube by an unidentified user, features a truly bizarre and unsettling creature. It strongly resembles the legendary chupacabra, with its spiky back, needle-like teeth, and lizard-like body. The creature's skin texture is unlike anything we've ever seen. Based on the video's background, it seems to have been filmed in a cave, suggesting this creepy creature might be a cave dweller. Those razor-sharp, needle-like teeth make it seem like it could drain the life from its prey. Whatever this creature is, I hope it remains far away from humans and continues its existence undisturbed. Some people believe giants, like those of ancient times, live among us, but we've never had concrete proof, right? Well, this video might just change your mind.
Y no, y sí se mira como que fuera, pero no. Si te fijas la distancia que es y cómo dónde le quedan los arbustos.
What in the world is that? This video was captured by a driver on a highway in Victorville, California, when they spotted something incredibly strange on a distant mountain. As they zoom in, we see a huge humanoid creature casually running along the mountain too. It moves incredibly fast, effortlessly climbing the steep slopes, and appears to be covered in thick black fur. After a brief run, the creature stops and the video ends. When zoomed in, the creature's shape strongly resembles the descriptions of Bigfoot, and its size is definitely like a giant. Viewers are debating whether it's a giant humanoid or a Bigfoot. Personally, based on its stature and black fur, I lean towards Bigfoot. What do you think? In the Philippines, they don't believe in ghosts. They believe in bad spirits. And this security camera managed to capture one in a house.
Tapos sa time na to, parang lumalakad na lang siya. Tingnan nyo, parang usok, tapos nawala siya dito.
This video comes from a Filipino home security camera that captured a truly strange occurrence at night. The footage shows a view of an open balcony when a transparent, smoky figure zips across the camera. The homeowner, who explains the video, describes the spirit's movement as if it's strolling around the house, returning after 2 minutes. The camera captured the entire encounter, showing the spirit moving with a humanoid-like gait, though without a clear human outline. This spirit passed through the house multiple times without stopping. It's one of the most active spirits I've ever seen on camera, and I think the homeowner should be relieved that the bad spirit seems uninterested in the house, using it merely as a passageway. Sometimes, contemplating our existence in a vast solar system filled with constantly moving meteors is terrifying. What if one of them collides with us? This video gives you a glimpse of that fear. Incredible. This video was captured by a tourist in Budapest, Hungary, while recording the stunning view of a bridge. Little did they know, they'd capture the shot of a lifetime. The video shows a bright green orb illuminating the sky as it hurtles towards the ground, filling the atmosphere with its light. This glowing object was a meteoroid, and the intense green light was produced upon entering Earth's atmosphere. It was both mesmerizing and frightening to watch it descend towards the Earth's surface. Some viewers are skeptical about the video's authenticity, claiming it's computer-generated imagery. One user pointed out the water didn't reflect the meteor's light, and it only illuminated the sky without casting light on buildings or objects. While the explanation is plausible, whoever created this computer-generated imagery did an impressive job. We all lock our doors, not because of ghosts or spirits, but to protect ourselves from human intruders. This video is a perfect example of why it's so important. This home security footage captures a strange girl checking both the front and back doors of a house at night. The front porch camera shows her approaching the front door, casually checking the doorknob to see if it's locked. Realizing it's secure, she moves to the back door, which is also locked. The video's uploader mentioned this isn't the first time this girl has been caught snooping around the house. While some commenters suggest she might be a ghost, the second video clearly shows her reflection in the glass door, proving she's human. Ghosts don't have reflections. Nature is both calming and beautiful, but it can also throw us some truly bizarre curveballs. Just take a look at this video from a forest.
This has been pouring for a minute.
An infinite water glitch. This video captures a lumberjack's astonishment as they cut into a tree and discover something truly shocking. As the chunk of wood is removed, muddy water begins to gush out of the tree trunk, like it has its own water source. The water is murky and continues to flow even as the lumberjack clears the area with a stick. It's like witnessing a miracle, but there's a logical explanation. Zooming in reveals a hollowed-out tree trunk, likely storing rainwater collected from the tree's top. When the trunk was opened, the water was released. It's incredible how fascinating nature can be. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. The internet is abuzz with a mind-boggling video capturing a celestial message. Jesus is coming, boldly inscribed across the sky.
That to me is gold. I'm driving through Rockdale, driving my Uber. Just finished praying just minutes ago.
Filmed by an unknown individual on their way home. The footage shows a clear English language proclamation written in ethereal clouds or smoke. Believers are hailing it as a divine sign, a final warning from above. While the spiritual implications are profound, I find myself drawn to the technical aspects of this extraordinary event. How could such a message be crafted with such precision and clarity? The idea of a plane forming these words seems implausible due to the intricate detail and the impossible turns it would require. A smoke drone, perhaps. Even then, The skill to execute such a feat is astonishing. Intriguingly, some suggest it's a hoax, a masterful piece of computer-generated imagery.
Just finished praying just minutes ago, asking the Lord to show me some direction to keep.
The authenticity of the raw emotion in the videographer's voice and the lack of any obvious digital manipulation make this theory less convincing. Regardless of its origin, this video has sparked a global conversation about faith, technology, and the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural. A group of friends seeking adventure decided to explore a tunnel on a beach. Little did they know, their return would be a shocking encounter.
How do we get out?
Instead of the expected sandy shore, they found themselves surrounded by a colony of seals. Not just any seals, but aggressive elephant seals known for their intimidating size and temperament. The video captures the group's panic as they realize their predicament. One seal in particular stands out with its monstrous-looking open mouth. The friends are trapped as elephant seals are incredibly fast on land, capable of chasing down their prey. Their only hope is to wait for the seals to disperse or fall asleep before making a daring escape. It's a terrifying reminder that nature's beauty can coexist with its raw power. Sinkholes absolutely terrify me and make me question the safety of our road infrastructure. Just watch this video a passerby captured in London. Isn't that terrifying? This Londoner filmed this after noticing a tiny hole in the road. Curious, they decided to investigate with their camera and discovered a massive sinkhole underneath. It's filled with dirt and trash, and it's incredibly deep. When they pulled the camera out, you could barely see the small hole on the road's surface. It's so easy to miss. This could easily cause a serious accident. The ground around the hole looks damp and unstable, like it could collapse at any moment. I really hope the authorities have taken action since this video was taken, because people could get seriously hurt. A homeowner shared a mind-boggling video on Reddit, captured by their security camera. It shows a dog casually strolling around their house. But here's the unsettling thing. They don't own a dog. This video from the security camera gives us a view of the kitchen counter. As the video plays, something resembling a dog's tail swipes across the camera. But it's weird. It looks furry like a dog's tail. But the way it's standing up and slightly bent is super strange. If you slow down the video, you can even see its reflection in the glass in front. The homeowner was completely clueless about what it was. People are guessing it's some kind of animal. But the homeowner insists everything was locked up when they got home. Even the glass door in the video was locked. So what the heck was that? A ghost puppy? An alien invader? Who knows? They say you shouldn't mess with things you can't handle, and this video from Mexico proves it. That was incredibly stupid. This video shows some kind of cultural event in Mexico where people provoke bulls. Two bulls are loose in the street and people are hiding behind wooden boards in a building. Someone makes the incredibly dumb decision to poke one of the bulls, which makes it angry. The bull tries to jump over the wooden board and attack them. People inside try to push it back out, but the powerful bull overpowers them. Another group arrives with more wooden boards to help, but it's useless. The bull knocks over the boards and charges into the building with its horns raised, and the video ends. This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't mess with animals like bulls. They can be incredibly dangerous. I mean, go ride them or something, but this is just plain crazy. Ever wondered what pure chaos like on the level of hell on Earth looks like? This video from the Hawaii wildfires will give you a terrifying glimpse.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Yo, what the fuck?
What in the world is that? This video was recorded by a homeowner evacuating the Hawaii wildfires, and it looks like they're escaping hell. Everywhere you look, there's nothing but fire. Trees are burning, houses are on fire, even cars are melting. The flames are so high and intense, you can barely see beyond them. The driver in the video is struggling to see through the thick smoke. You can hear them yelling at the car in front to keep going because the conditions are insane.
There's fire through there! Go!
You need to go, bro.
Yeah, go! Come on!
This is an absolute nightmare. It's more than just wildfires. It's a hurricane-fueled inferno, something I never imagined. In a matter of moments, everything went from normal to a full-scale evacuation, with fears of a massive death toll. We all know everything casts a shadow when it blocks sunlight. But have you ever seen a cloud cast a shadow of itself in the sky? This video has got everyone scratching their heads.
There is a shadow on the sky. Is that even possible?
This homeowner captured a super strange cloud one morning. In the video, you can see this huge cloud with its own shadow behind it. I've never seen a cloud cast a shadow before. It looks just like a normal shadow on the ground, but it's in the sky. I mean, shadows on the ground make sense, but this is weird because the sun is above the clouds. How can it cast a shadow in the opposite direction? I did some digging online, and people are saying it's a firmament shadow. In ancient beliefs, the firmament was like a barrier between the sky and earth. So is this really a shadow from the heavens, or just a strange cloud? If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Spotting something mysterious in the dark is terrifying, but witnessing something stalking you from afar is the stuff of nightmares. This video captures one family's chilling encounter. While celebrating a birthday in Mexico, the family's video inadvertently recorded something truly unsettling. As they sit around a cake-laden table, an unnoticed figure lurks in the background. Zooming in reveals a tall, shadowy form, its outline illuminated by a distant light. The figure's silhouette is topped with what appears to be a witch-like hat. Online speculation runs rampant. Some claim it's a Mexican witch, while others dismiss it as a curtain playing tricks on the eyes. Regardless of its identity, this birthday party will forever be etched in their memory, a chilling reminder that darkness often conceals the unknown. A homeowner recently uploaded a couple of TikTok videos documenting the terrifying ordeal of a poltergeist haunting their home. After watching these clips, it's easy to understand why they described it as a nightmare. In the first video, the homeowner captured the unsettling sight of their baby's rocking horse, moving on its own. Initially filming from a distance, they decided to investigate and approach the rocking horse. Strangely, the movement stopped as soon as they got closer. Looking around for any explanation, they found no one else in the room. As they turned to leave, the lights in the room began flickering erratically. Alarmed, the homeowner rushed out of the room, ending the clip. The next video shows the homeowner in bed when they hear the toilet seat slamming shut in the bathroom. Investigating, they open the bathroom door to find the toilet seat cover lifting by itself. Terrified, they flee back to their bedroom, only to experience an escalation of paranormal activity. Objects start to topple over, doors slam shut, and the lights engage in a frenzy of flickering. Watching these videos, it's clear that the entire house is under siege by a poltergeist or some other malevolent force. It's no exaggeration to say that listing the house for sale might be the homeowner's best bet. Technology has undoubtedly made our lives easier, but sometimes it feels like we're pushing boundaries that are too dangerous. A chilling example of this is captured in a video of a Chinese rocket test gone horribly wrong. Filmed by a group of onlookers expecting a successful launch, the video instead reveals a terrifying disaster. The rocket initially ascends powerfully, generating immense smoke and thrust. However, disaster strikes as the rocket's motor fails catastrophically, sending it plummeting back to Earth. The ensuing explosion is colossal, creating a massive fireball and shockwave that even reaches the distant cameraman. The sheer force of the blast is terrifying, and the extreme zoom of the video makes it even harder to follow the action. Imagine witnessing such a catastrophe firsthand. It's a sight that's impossible to ignore. Our next clip showcases the terrifying power of high winds on the Verrazano Bridge in New York City. Trust me, you won't want to drive on that bridge after seeing this. This isn't a scene from a disaster movie. It's a real video of the bridge in action. The footage shows the massive structure swaying violently due to the intense winds. You can even hear the unsettling sounds of metal groaning and shifting. It's a truly surreal sight. Now you might be wondering why there are no cars on the bridge. Well, bridges are designed to be flexible and move in response to wind, temperature changes, and weight. This movement is actually crucial for maintaining the bridge's structural integrity. However, the upper level of the Verrazano Bridge is closed during high winds due to this excessive swaying. And after seeing this video, I can honestly say I wouldn't drive on that bridge, even if there was a gentle breeze. This next clip is pretty bizarre. It shows a person 6 feet under in a grave, trying to communicate with the outside world in a strange way. The video comes from a graveyard where someone recorded a very unusual thing happening at a grave. In the video, you can see a grave among many others in a graveyard, with flowers placed on top. The strange thing about this particular grave is the way one of the flowers is behaving. Instead of swaying gently in the breeze, the flower is inexplicably spinning in circles, almost like a tiny pinwheel. This erratic movement is certainly eye-catching. The flower makes complete rotations. Of course, a logical explanation could be that someone installed a hidden motor inside the flower, causing it to spin, but that doesn't explain why someone would do such a thing. The other, more unsettling possibility is that the person buried beneath the grave is trying to send a message from beyond the veil. This video has sparked a lot of debate online, with viewers divided on the cause of the spinning flower. What do you think? Is it a mechanical prank or something more paranormal? Ever dreamt of witnessing a real-life phoenix rising from the ashes? Well, this photo might just spark your imagination. This incredible picture taken near Mount Etna captures a truly awe-inspiring sight. A fiery bird soaring majestically across the sky. Online, it's been dubbed the Phoenix of Etna due to its uncanny resemblance to the mythical creature. Just look at the sheer size of this fiery bird. Compare it to the buildings below, dwarfed by its imposing presence. Now, before you get too excited, there's a scientific explanation. This isn't a real phoenix come to life, but rather a clever trick of nature. Mount Etna, known for its volcanic activity, has erupted, causing the trees on its slopes to burn. The smoke and flames have created a remarkable illusion, forming the silhouette of a majestic phoenix against the sky. Of course, this fiery spectacle wouldn't last forever. This illusion would vanish within minutes. But that doesn't diminish the incredible power and beauty captured in this photo. It's a fleeting glimpse of nature's raw power and the captivating potential for illusion it can create. My friends are obsessed with cave exploring, always begging me to join their spelunking adventures. But honestly, videos like this are exactly why I politely decline. Whoa, hold on a minute. This unsettling footage was captured by a group of cave explorers venturing deep into a network of tunnels in Poland. As they navigate the darkness with their flashlight and camera, something truly bizarre appears in the distance. The original video was shrouded in shadow, so it's been stabilized for clarity. But even with the adjustments, one thing's clear. There's a creature lurking in the depths of the tunnel. It darts across the screen, a dark humanoid figure seemingly running away from the explorer's light. Reacting to this chilling sight, the cameraman instinctively follows the creature with the camera, but it vanishes without a trace. No further sign, no sound. Just an empty tunnel where the figure once was. Talk about a heart-stopping experience down there. What do you think this thing could be? A figment of the explorer's imagination, a clever trick of the light, or something more? Let us know your theories in the comments. A family was relaxing at home, watching some Netflix, when a flash of movement darted past the window caught their eye. Curious and a little spooked, they all headed outside to investigate while grabbing their phone to film. In the video they recorded, you can hear the mom explain what just happened as they slowly walk towards the bushes where they saw the movement.
So, we were inside watching TV and something like went by the window and we're just coming out here to investigate it.
Yeah, we're sitting on the sofa in the living room watching TV and then something went by the window. I didn't really see much, but I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
That's when they spotted giant footprints in the snow. They followed the tracks, totally surprised to see a giant, hairy figure way off in the distance. At first, the creature seemed clueless about the family. But as they tried to sneak closer for a peek, it somehow noticed them. Panicked, the whole family turned and ran for their lives, screaming their heads off.
I think...
Oh my god!
The video ends with them scrambling back to their house, shaken by this close encounter with the unknown creature. Watching this video, I believe this creature they spotted might be the legendary Bigfoot, but without clearer evidence, it's hard to say for sure. However, one thing's for certain. It was a truly scary experience to see such a strange creature roaming near their home. This video, seemingly from Afghanistan, showcases a very strange discovery made by a local villager on a mountain. In the clip he recorded, the camera is focused on a small, furry creature with hands and feet that surprisingly resemble those of a human. This creature is covered in thick black fur and has a tiny body and walks in an odd way, like a mix between an ape and a human baby. Another strange detail, the creature seems to sit after taking a few steps. We can't see its face because of all that fur, and apparently it doesn't make a single peep according to the cameraman. So what is this mystery critter? The video has everyone online scratching their heads and guessing what it could be. Have you ever seen anything like it? I recently found a curious video on Reddit that's both unbelievable and oddly convincing. It comes from South Korea and shows a strange occurrence. The video starts with the camera pointed through a broken piece of glass, revealing an object in the sky. When the person filming removes the glass from in front of the camera's lens, the object disappears. They put the glass back, and the object reappears in the same spot. The video poster claims it's an unknown flying object, and considering the footage, it's easy to see why. But it's strange that the object is only visible through the broken glass. It could be a camera glitch or even light distortion. However, on the wilder side of possibilities, one might speculate that this object was an alien spacecraft, and they are using advanced technology to cloak themselves, and this individual accidentally discovered it with a simple broken piece of glass. This is, of course, highly unlikely, but it's the kind of speculation that makes the video so intriguing. Have you ever seen those slimy, strange creatures from movies? Well, this beach video shows something similar, but supposedly real. The video captures a bizarre encounter between a black, gooey creature and a crab. The creature, resembling a slug but with a less solid form, tries to grab onto the crab. The crab struggles to resist, but within seconds, the gooey monster engulfs it completely, seemingly consuming it whole. This creature is unlike anything we've ever seen on land. While regular slugs are slimy, this one appears entirely gooey and jelly-like. The way it wraps itself around the crab and vanishes it is truly bizarre and unsettling. While the video sparks wild theories of aliens from outer space, a more logical explanation could be that this creature comes from the unexplored depths of the ocean. But hey, isn't anything unknown technically alien to us? A tourist family visiting Wayun National Forest had an encounter they'll never forget. They believe they may have captured footage of the legendary Sasquatch on video, which they uploaded to YouTube. The video shows the family enjoying the view near a waterfall. As they film the scenery, something catches the camera in the distance, walking among the trees. Upon rewinding and slowing down the footage, a figure emerges that closely resembles descriptions of Sasquatch. The tall, humanoid figure has a furry body and a slightly hunched back, matching the classic image of the creature. The tourists who filmed the video say they were completely unaware of their encounter until they reviewed the footage back home. This adds an extra layer of spookiness, knowing the creature was seemingly close by without them realizing it. Have you ever seen something so strange it boggles your mind? This beach video features just such a creature. At first glance, it's impossible to tell what it is. Its body is covered in numerous openings, each independently moving with spiky, tongue-like protrusion. The creature's texture is also bizarre, hard, and rough like a rock. The more you look, the stranger it gets. Some viewers believe it's an alien, while others think it's a deep sea worm straight out of a nightmare. Regardless of its origin, its movement is undeniably unsettling and even disgusting. To me, it's hard not to wonder what would happen if you touched one of those bizarre openings. While thermal cameras are known for saving lives, they can sometimes capture strange things, like the footage from these Canadian woods. The video shows a normal thermal image of the dense woods, everything appearing cold. Suddenly, a heat signature appears on the camera. A clear humanoid figure standing in the distance. The strange part, the figure seems to be peeking from behind a tree, looking directly at the camera. It stands there for a while before slowly walking away. The figure's outline resembles a human, but its slow gait and blank stare towards the camera raise questions. What was this creature doing in the forest, lurking in the shadows? The video leaves us with an unsettling mystery. Ever dreamed of catching a glimpse into a fantastical world? This trail camera footage might spark your imagination and leave you questioning the line between reality and fairy tales. Deep within the forest, a trail camera captures a scene that seems straight out of a storybook. Tiny, otherworldly insects flit through the air, leaving behind a shimmering trail that resembles the sparkling dust often associated with fairies. The sight is truly captivating, transporting viewers to a realm of wonder and enchantment. While the logical explanation points towards these being fireflies, and the trails being an effect of the camera or its settings, the video undeniably evokes a sense of magic and mystery. It leaves us pondering the wonders of nature and the possibility that there might be more to the world than meets the eye. Perhaps this footage simply captures the beauty of nature in a way that sparks our imagination, reminding us of the childlike wonder we once held for the world around us. While this video may seem like something out of a horror movie, it claims to be a real-life encounter caught on camera. In the clip, the homeowner, who is behind the camera, explains that his neighbor heard strange noises coming from his house while he was away shopping. The video shows the homeowner approaching his house, filming the windows as he explains the situation. Suddenly, the lights inside the house start flickering on and off, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Then, through the window, a chilling sight, a shadowy figure appears briefly within the house before vanishing. Startled, the homeowner yells and runs towards a storage room inside the house. As he scans the room with his camera, he spots a strange movement behind a broken wall panel. Fear taking hold, the homeowner runs to the garage. There he hears banging noises coming from the attic, but finds nothing when he investigates. While the homeowner deserves credit for his bravery in facing this unsettling situation, if I was in the place of the homeowner, I would have just dialed 911. Imagine venturing into the woods for a quiet night walk and stumbling upon this. A man has captured a spine-tingling experience on camera during his nighttime exploration of a dense forest. As he walks deeper into the woods, he comes across an abandoned, ruined car. But the car itself isn't the only thing unsettling. A strange feeling of dread washes over him, prompting him to pan his camera around to find the source. To his utter shock, he sees a figure standing eerily in the distance. Behind the car, the figure appears vaguely human-shaped, but completely black. Overcome by fear, the man takes off running, and the video abruptly ends. This encounter must have been truly frightening. The sight of such a creature is unsettling, as our mind couldn't even make sense of these creatures and what they want. This video, captured on a Ring doorbell camera, will shake your heart to its core. It shows a kid named Taylor, clearly scared and in tears, ringing her neighbor's doorbell. Through the doorbell speaker, the homeowner, who isn't home at the moment, reassures Taylor that they're on their way and tells her to stay put near the front door. We hear Taylor explain, in a voice trembling with fear, that she's being chased by a bobcat.
I'm on my way home right now. I'll be out soon, okay? No, please come open the door. There's a bobcat. I want to come in. Please.
The kind neighbor patiently calms Taylor down, who also mentions her mom is not at home. Thankfully, the neighbor arrives shortly after. While the situation is scary, Witnessing a young girl face such fear is truly heartbreaking. It's a reminder of the importance of looking out for one another, especially our younger neighbors. Thankfully, the quick thinking of the neighbor and the convenience of video doorbells helped ease this frightening situation. This video from a barn captures a surprising barnyard brawl. It starts with a mischievous fox chasing 3 chickens. The chickens are zipping around the frame, trying to outrun the fox, who's determined to catch them. Suddenly, a brave little dog jumps into the scene on another camera angle. The dog, acting as the chicken's protector, chases the fox away. The fox, surprised by the unexpected furry defender, leaps into the air and scurries back. The dog gives the fox a small chase, then returns to the chickens, who seem very grateful for their feathered friend's defender. This whole scene is like something out of a cartoon. Feathers flying, fox hopping, and a brave little dog saving the day. It definitely makes you want to consider getting a furry friend for yourself, doesn't it? This terrifying video from Sweden shows a family caught in a brutal hailstorm inside their property. Seeking shelter under a shed, they huddle together as massive hailstones, the size of tennis balls, pound relentlessly on the roof. The loud thumps and crashes create a scene of pure terror. The family, understandably scared, stays huddled together, unable to even consider running to safety because of the hailstone's size and potential danger. The video captures the raw fear and helplessness of the family as the hailstorm rages on. To emphasize their point, they even share a photo comparing the hailstones to a golf ball, showcasing the enormous size of the ice chunks. Thankfully, the family emerges unharmed. However, the hailstorm undoubtedly caused significant damage, likely destroying cars and causing property damage in the area. This video from a wildlife photographer captures a scene of ultimate relaxation. An owl perched on a tree, seemingly unfazed by the world around it. The owl exudes an air of tranquility, as if it has transcended all life's worries and stresses. While the owl appears completely at peace, a few curious hummingbirds decide to liven things up by poking its head. But even these playful jabs fail to ruffle the owl's feathers. It remains calm and composed, simply observing its surroundings with an unbothered gaze. Some viewers believe the owl's calmness stems from its limited daytime vision. However, this isn't entirely true. While owl vision is indeed weaker during the day, they can still clearly see objects close to them. Therefore, it's more likely that the owl simply chose to remain unfazed by the hummingbird's antics. Perhaps it was enjoying the peace and quiet of the moment and didn't want to waste energy on getting annoyed. I have a strong dislike for dolls, especially the old ones, and this video perfectly illustrates why. The footage is from an unknown person who seems to be inside a dimly lit house. There is also an eerie laughter echoing in the background. And there is a mysterious figure standing in the distance. The cameraman, feeling a bit uneasy, bravely decides to investigate the source of the laughter and cautiously approaches the figure. As he gets closer, it turns out that the mysterious figure was just a doll. However, the laughter persists, and upon closer inspection, 2 hands become visible behind the doll. Startled, the cameraman quickly checks behind the doll, only to find no one there. Ready to leave, he notices something even more chilling. The doll's pupils move on their own. Frightened, the cameraman makes a swift escape. This video is pretty chilling, and it is reinforcing my fear of dolls being potential hosts for spirits and ghosts. This video has some viewers on edge. It features 2 friends who were home alone when they heard an unsettling hissing sound coming from their kitchen window. Curious, and a little spooked, they peeked through the window and got a real shock.
Your window. He's coming in the house.
They saw a strange creature, seemingly a mix of dog and human features, peering back at them. One of the friends, understandably terrified, screamed and ran. The video ends abruptly after that. Upon slowing down and pausing the footage, some viewers claim the creature resembles the legendary Michigan Dogman. This creature is said to be a tall, bipedal creature with dog-like features and glowing eyes. Whether it was the Michigan Dogman or something else entirely, the video certainly captures a scary and bizarre encounter. It's important to remember that such encounters are extremely rare and often lack concrete evidence. It's also important to be cautious when encountering unfamiliar situations. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, the safest course of action is to leave the area immediately and seek help from the authorities. Bigfoot believers, assemble. This next clip is straight from a trail camera deep in the heart of a forest, and let me tell you, it's gonna tingle your beliefs. The footage you just watched was captured by a trail camera originally set up to monitor the fox population in the area. However, it unexpectedly recorded a large, hairy figure passing in front of it. The proximity of the figure to the camera only allows for the middle part of its body to be visible. Even from this limited perspective, it's evident that the creature possesses a tall humanoid stature, as inferred from its walking pattern, and the heavy footsteps it produces, which means it can't be a bear. With its thick body hair and humanoid gait, this entity strongly resembles the legendary Bigfoot. While we can't say for certain it's 100% Bigfoot without seeing the whole thing. But one thing's for sure, this ain't your average woodland critter. What do you think, Bigfoot or something else? Have you ever gotten that creepy feeling at night? You know, that prickle on the back of your neck, like unseen eyes are burning into your every move? We all brush it off sometimes. But what if there really was something out there?
In the bush. Look at that.
This chilling video from Florida was captured by a guy who just couldn't shake that feeling. As he was passing a bush, he heard some noise coming from within. He shone his flashlight into the bushes, convinced something was stalking him. To his surprise, a pair of eyes glinted right back. Intrigued, and maybe a little foolish, our cameraman walks right towards them. Now, here's where things get seriously weird. As he gets closer, another set of eyes appears way up high, way above the first. By the time he reaches the original eyes, it turns out to be just a wildcat, ready to pounce. Definitely a threat, but not exactly the monster we were expecting. The real mystery here, those other eyes. Their height suggests something much bigger, something truly formidable lurking in the shadows. This footage is just giving me goosebumps. Imagine throwing open your curtains on a bright morning, expecting a view of clear blue skies, but instead, you're greeted by this. This head-scratching video, captured by an apartment dweller in Denver, showcases a truly strange phenomenon. A giant black smoke ring hangs ominously in the sky. With no apparent source in sight, it adds a layer of mystery to the already curious event. Apparently, dozens of Denver residents weren't the only ones witnessing this oddity. Similar sightings have been reported from countries as far-flung as Russia and Pakistan. The ring itself resembles a puff of smoke blown into the air, slowly morphing as it floats. News outlets also scrambled to explain the spectacle, with theories ranging from extraterrestrial visitors to malfunctioning transformers, even a flock of coordinated insects. Whatever the true explanation, one thing's for sure, most of us wouldn't exactly relish being directly under that mysterious smoke ring. This next video is the kind that makes me question reality, because if it's true, I'll be haunted by lakes forever. In this footage, we see a serene lake captured from a distance. Everything seems calm until you spot something emerging from the water's surface. It resembles a head, swimming with only its top visible. As the cameraman observes, a boat passes by, seemingly unfazed by the presence of this mysterious entity. The cameraman is also left confused, unsure whether it's just a piece of floating debris or an actual creature. Despite its movement, some viewers speculate it could be the legendary Loch Ness Monster. Personally, I lean towards it being driftwood, given its consistent speed and lack of additional movement. But even with my skepticism, there's a lingering fear that if this video is even 1% real, I'll be avoiding lakes for the rest of my days. This next video from a YouTube channel that delves into a strange mystery that has left scientists and researchers scratching their heads for over 15 years. Back then, in Chile's Atacama Desert, a mummified skeleton was unearthed, and let me tell you, it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Some people even suggest it might be, well, alien. This little skeleton stands only 6 inches tall, but its appearance is downright strange. Despite its petite size, the bones tell us it belonged to a child, aged between 6 to 8 years. The lower body resembles that of a human, complete with legs, arms, and a rib cage. But things start to get odd as you move up. Its collarbone is shaped like a U, and its neck is unusually long compared to the rest of its body. And then there's the head, elongated from the forehead with slanted eye sockets. This mysterious creature even made appearances on television shows and documentaries. So, was it truly an alien? We're still scratching our heads over that one. Scientists have thrown around a bunch of theories. Some suggest it might be a mutated baby with elongated bones, but honestly, those are just theories for now. I usually hop on TikTok to see adorable animals and fun dances, but every now and then, a video like this pops up and shakes me up. The video came from a TikTok account and showed a really strange encounter. In it, we see a car being followed by a mysterious figure late at night on a deserted road. This figure looked somewhat human, but its appearance was bizarre and unsettling. The driver, understandably alarmed, cautiously backed away from the figure, but it continued to follow them with an eerie, unnatural walk. Honestly, the whole thing gives me the creeps. Imagine being in that situation with some unknown person, or who knows, maybe something else, heading your way in the dead of night. You're left wondering, what's their deal? Why are they out there at that hour? And what were they planning to do? There are folks who believe in aliens, and then there are those who don't. But if you're in the latter group, this video might just make you rethink things. Straight out of Mexico, this clip looks like it's been plucked from a sci-fi flick. It was captured by a driver going back home from his night shift. In his capture, there's this strange beam descending from the sky, and at its source, there's this eerie glow. Whatever's emitting that light seems pretty massive, judging by the glow's size. Now, this beam isn't just hanging in mid-air. It's targeting a spot in the distance. It's like something out of those movies where beams snatch up humans and critters. And sure, you might think, this could be computer-generated imagery. But honestly, the way that beam and glow blend seamlessly with the surroundings, it's pretty convincing. So, if this isn't some hoax, Maybe we should start getting ready for those alien abductors making their move. Ready to witness creatures straight out of my wildest fever dream?
What could it be?
This clip unfolds on a beach, where a family stumbled upon a truly bizarre and massive creature during their trip. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, a gooey mass with an orange hue, adorned with flame-like patterns. But that's not the end of it. Something seems to be trying to emerge from within the creature, forming bubbles that resemble a mouth, as if it's breathing. As you move closer to the center of the mass, it appears white with a rougher, orange texture towards the outer edges. Plus, it's got tentacle-like appendages both around and within its body, some of which are transparent. This whole situation is just plain strange. Maybe it's a creature from the mysterious depths of the ocean that got washed up on the shore, or perhaps it's some kind of alien entity. But whatever it is, the way that kid took a picture sitting so close to it is seriously scary and dangerous. You never know what this creature could be capable of. This video shows you what happens when you goof off and don't pay attention.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
Something emerges from the water and clamps onto his hand. It's a shark, and its bite is so forceful that it drags the man into the water. The other friends immediately react, shouting and scrambling to rescue their friend from the shark's grip.
Get him, get him, get him, get him!
With quick teamwork, they managed to pull him back onto the boat. Luckily, the situation ended without serious injuries, but the danger was very real. The shark mistook the man's hand for prey and attacked without warning. This serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of exercising caution and avoiding risky behavior, especially in unfamiliar waters. My friends always ask me why I'm not a fan of surfing, and I show them this clip from the World Surf League. Captured by App News, this video shows a surfer engaged in a one-on-one battle with a mighty shark. The surfer, thrown into a panic, uses his surfboard to fend off the shark. After a struggle, he manages to swim away to safety. In a post-interview with App News, the surfer explains that while waiting for a wave, he felt something pulling him underwater. He then felt the presence of the shark behind him and instinctively punched it, causing the shark to retreat momentarily. This gave him the opportunity to escape, and he was later rescued by lifeguards. It's a chilling sight, and one can only imagine the fear the surfer experienced during the encounter. This adds yet another reason to my list of why I'll stick to dry land and avoid surfing. You might have good luck in life, but you can't get luckier than this. Pretty lucky, right? In this incredible footage captured by a couple of divers during their expedition in the Pacific Ocean, as one diver was filming, a massive shark suddenly appeared from the background and zoomed past the diver, coming dangerously close to taking a bite out of their head. It was a heart-stopping moment, as the shark even opened its mouth, ready to strike. However, the lucky diver showed some quick reflexes and managed to lower their head just in time, narrowly avoiding the shark's attack. I don't believe the shark had any intention of attacking the diver. They probably just got in the shark's way while swimming. Nonetheless, it was an incredibly intense and scary encounter, seeing such a huge shark appear out of nowhere. A group of friends set out on a drive to test the new forward-looking infrared night vision system on their ultimate tow rig, but what they captured on camera was far from what they expected. As they cruised down a desolate road at night for the test, they encountered a bizarre sight: a hairy humanoid creature crossing their path. Multiple cameras mounted on the truck recorded the mysterious being, revealing its tall, humanoid appearance and unique walk that didn't resemble any known animal. The creature, brown in color, stood out against the darkness of the night. According to the friends, this creature resembled the legendary Bigfoot, with sightings reported in other parts of Grizzled Gloosh in recent times. So what do you think? Was it truly Bigfoot, or perhaps just someone pulling a prank on the friends? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe in miracles? If you're like me and you don't, then this video might make you reconsider. Recorded in a forest, this video showcases a truly unusual sight. A water fountain emerging from a tree trunk. The water pressure is surprisingly high, and it seems to flow endlessly from the tree. Many viewers who already saw this video find this scene confusing, with some even considering it a miracle or something paranormal. However, I believe there's a logical explanation for this phenomenon. I've read somewhere that when you cut a tree after it has absorbed recent rain, it can release water. But I must admit, this fountain-like display is quite extraordinary. There could be a hidden source of water, such as a pipe concealed behind the tree by the person filming the video. Even if the video turns out to be fabricated and fake, I must commend the creator for making it incredibly convincing. Glowing white eyes in the dead of night. From out of the darkness can barely be seen a shape, a moving creature. It is rumored to be the Australian yowie. Some individuals believe that yowies could be the Australian equivalent of Bigfoot, although there are different accounts regarding the creature. It is believed that this creature inhabits the outback and other remote areas of Australia. Opinions on the creature's behavior vary, with some describing it as timid or shy, while others claim it to be violent and aggressive. I think it is safe to say that whatever this creature is, it is a terrifying one we would all want to avoid meeting in the forest. With its large forehead, we can almost imagine it to be a gorilla of sorts. Its movements are rapid and jerky. It seems to be hiding, but from what? Does it know it is being watched from this trail camera? These homeowners heard some strange sounds outside their home, and they started recording the outside. And what they saw was terrifying, as the owner started calling someone on his phone. Deep within the darkness, something seems to be moving. The creature remains still to begin with, hiding in the distance and watching. It then moves over to the side slightly and comes closer to the camera. I can't be sure if there is a time lapse on this video, but it seems that the frightening humanoid figure materializes ever closer. The figure is white and large, a skinwalker perhaps. If such a thing does indeed exist, I would imagine it to look just like this. You can hear the desperation in Richard's voice as he tries to convince his friend of what he is seeing.
It's like 35 feet away, and it came out of those weeds. You know what I'm talking about?
At one point, the being looks almost ape-like, until it stands straight again, and then it clearly is not. The creature is very well aware that Richard is there, and it watches him. Richard says something like, "It came back."
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
Making us understand that this is not the first time he is visited by this. We can only hope that Richard's friend eventually believed him and came to his rescue. This driver caught a strange sight in the middle of the road and had to film it. A strange-looking predator carrying away its slain prey. The only thing really clear in this video is the fact that whatever the animal is walking away, it is carrying the head of a zebra. Where does the rest of the prey lie, we wonder? It is half bush pig, half buck of some kind, a deviant of nature, an amalgamation of beings that hides in the night. I am not quite sure what this creature is. Unfortunately, just as we see the profile of the animal, it disappears into the bush. But I think I've been watching this video too many times. The animal's bottom almost seems pixelated as it trots casually away, which makes me wonder whether the footage has been edited. The animal is indeed casual, It does not seem perturbed that there is a vehicle with bright lights following closely behind it. There is no sense of urgency. This, in itself, is strange and somewhat unnerving. This video starts innocently enough with a few guys filming something odd in the distance. The one filming makes reference to black dots, but their attention, and ours, is very soon diverted to the large humans scaling the forest edge. We hear the cameraman's exclamation that it is a skinwalker.
Dude, that was a skinwalker. What? Follow him. I videoed it.
Within Navajo culture, a skinwalker is characterized as a malevolent witch capable of transforming into, possessing, or camouflaging themselves as an animal. I was under the assumption, however, that skinwalkers ever only came out at night. This is in broad daylight. I'm really not sure what to make of it. The creature is huge, almost reaching the tops of the trees. Unfortunately, it isn't long before the guys lost the creature, so we can't be sure what it was that we saw. This lady has found one of the strangest looking creatures. At first it does look like some sort of a abnormal rat, crawling without any limbs. However, as strange and alien as these creatures are, there's actually a logical explanation. This bizarre creature is called the rat-tailed maggot. So it is not a rat, but rather a maggot. It is the larval or immature stage of a fly. These whitish larvae measure around 3 to 4 inches in length and possess a distinctive feature: an elongated tail of approximately 1 to 2 inches in length. This tail serves as a breathing tube for the maggots when they are submerged in water. As they reach maturity, the maggots become a nuisance by crawling away from their breeding site in search of a dry location where they can undergo metamorphosis and transition into the adult stage. As creepy as they look, they are completely harmless, so the lady in this video was in no danger. Imagine venturing into the depths of a forest at night, the darkness enveloping everything, and then encountering a sight that sends shivers down your spine. This video, although blurry, captures such a chilling moment. Given its size and the setting, speculation runs wild. Could this be the legendary Bigfoot, often rumored to roam secluded forests? Or might it be a bear, its stature and eyes visible, just enough to be caught on camera? Alternatively, the skeptical mind might wonder if this is a clever hoax, designed to stir up fear or excitement. The ambiguity of the footage, combined with the eerie setting, fuels the mystery. The creature remains unidentified, its intentions unclear, and its reality uncertain. If I was the man filming this video, I would have ran away as fast as possible, as the possibility of me being so close to such a creature during the night into the forest terrifies me. A chilling scenario, set deep within the woods at night, was captured in this unnerving video.
Hey!
High up in one of the towering trees, an unexpected and horrifying sight unfolds. There, amidst the dark silhouettes of the branches, is a girl. But this is no ordinary scene of a child climbing a tree. It's something far more unsettling. The girl is screaming, her cries alarming all the residents, and her movements are erratic, almost as if she's thrashing or bouncing against her will. The scene gives off an intense feeling that she might be possessed, exhibiting behavior that's typically associated with horror tales of individuals overtaken by forces beyond their control. The entire spectacle is deeply unsettling, transforming the natural setting of the woods into a backdrop for a terrifying encounter. The video leaves me with a lingering sense of dread, and the uneasy question, what could have caused such a disturbing display? There is a substance straight out of a horror movie that no one has been able to explain, even to this day.
Yeah, it's just kind of gooey and stretchy. It looks kind of like tar.
This is what many beachgoers have noticed at South Carl's.
We're exploring a series of images and clips reporting on peculiar black sticky blobs appearing along the beach. These strange substances spark a wave of curiosity and intrigue, looking so out of this world that people can't help but wonder if they've stumbled upon something alien. The first accounts of this substance dates back to 1986 in Caracas, Venezuela, but it has been appearing every now and then, and there are cases of death from this unknown substance. The blobs are unusual and captivating, creating a buzz among locals and visitors alike. They're gooey and dark, contrasting starkly with the usual beach scenery, leading to all sorts of wild guesses about their origin. Could they be some bizarre form of sea life, pollution, or even evidence of extraterrestrial life? Despite almost 2 decades of study and millions of dollars spent identifying it, the cause of the substance has proven difficult, and there are still no definitive explanations as to how it appeared. I find this video very interesting, as I have never heard of this phenomenon, and it created a mystery yet to be solved. Embark on a mysterious journey into the forest at night, where the video at hand captures something truly unusual. High up in the branches of one of the trees, there's movement that catches the eye. A black, hairy figure skillfully navigating through the limbs. The creature's presence is initially obscured by the dense foliage, but as the video continues, we get a clearer view. What emerges from behind the leaves is astonishing. The creature bears a striking resemblance to what many would identify as Bigfoot, a legendary being that's been the subject of folklore and countless eyewitness accounts. Whether this is a genuine sighting of the elusive Bigfoot or just a trick of the light and shadow in the forest remains open to interpretation. Yet, the video undoubtedly offers a fascinating and unsettling encounter with something extraordinary in the still of the night. I incline to think that this video is real, and the face of the creature, with that creepy smile, gives me shivers down the spine. We're introduced to a girl, seemingly engrossed in making a video, completely oblivious to the eerie occurrence unfolding behind her. As the camera rolls, an unusual and chilling spectacle emerges from behind the wall, just over the girl's shoulder. It's a translucent figure, but its presence is subtle, not drawing any immediate attention from the girl, which adds an even more sinister layer to the unfolding scene. Unexpectedly, the creature retracts, stopping short of actual touch. This moment of near interaction frightened me. Who knows what this creature might have done? It's as if I'm watching a scene from a horror movie, where the boundary between the ordinary and the paranormal is blurred, leaving me on edge and questioning what might happen next. I recently visited Lake Como, one of the deepest lakes in Europe, and I want to share with you some strange things. The lake is known to have all sort of things at its bottom. As you can see in this clip, it is a graveyard for cars, tanks, warplanes, and all sort of things. But the lake is famous for something else, something creepier. It is said that somewhere at its bottom lies a monster called Loriosauro, similar to the one we all know at Loch Ness. The earliest sighting dates to 1946. Eyewitnesses allegedly reported seeing a reptile-like animal swimming in the waters of the lake. It is said to not be aggressive unless disturbed. However, folklore says otherwise, with some encounters being deadly. There are even earlier reports of its existence, dating as old as several hundred years, with old pictures immortalizing these claims. So if you want to visit Italy, I suggest you take a trip to this ancient lake as well. But be careful if you think of diving in the water. In this video, we're introduced to an extraordinary and somewhat unsettling creature that defies the usual expectations of wildlife.
شكله أبد مناخ الربع. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. شوف راسه شوف كبره.
At first glance, the creature's head resembles that of a dog, equipped with notably sharp teeth, suggesting a fierce nature. However, as the camera continues to record, it reveals that the rest of the creature is far from what one might anticipate following the canine-like head. Instead of a dog's body, the creature boasts a form that eerily mirrors a human's, complete with a humanoid torso and an enlarged belly, which adds an unusual dimension to its appearance. The limbs are present, yet they deviate from the norm. The arms are devoid of hands, and the legs, although shorter, end in feet that bear a resemblance to human feet in their shape. The creature's skin is a distinct gray, enhancing its otherworldly look. Even more intriguing is the fact that, despite appearing unconscious, there are visible signs of breathing, making me anxious thinking about the possibility that it could wake up at any time and harm the person filming. I have no idea what this creature could be, but if you know, let us know in the comments. Imagine witnessing a scene that defies everything you know about fire and water. As the video plays, we see an individual attempting to extinguish this unusual fire with more water, intuitively thinking it will douse the flames. However, the fire only grows more intense with each attempt. This unexpected turn of events adds to the intrigue, leaving viewers puzzled and in awe. The spectacle of fire burning on water is a fascinating study in contrasts. Typically, water is the go-to extinguisher for flames, but here it seems to feed the fire instead of fighting it. This scenario might involve flammable substances floating on the water or underground gases feeding the flames from below, turning a simple act of nature into a captivating display of its complexity and mystery. I find this phenomenon extraordinary, giving life to the metaphor. Embark on a spine-tingling journey through a scene that might just challenge your beliefs in the ordinary. Out of nowhere, an eerie incident occurs. The woman's hair appears to be mysteriously pulled backward. Yet there's no one else in sight. No visible presence, no hands reaching out, nothing that could logically explain her hair's sudden movement. The room is still. The dog beside her remains undisturbed, oblivious to the strange event. This peculiar moment naturally stirs thoughts of the supernatural. Could this be the work of an unseen entity, a ghostly presence making itself known in the most unsettling way? The lack of any visible cause for the hair pulling intensifies the mystery, wrapping the scene in a cloak of the paranormal. Poor woman. If I were her, I would call a priest as soon as possible. Step into a moment of intrigue right at the entrance of a garage, where this video captures a peculiar and fascinating creature. Initially, it might seem like we're looking at a small black frog, a common enough sight in some areas. However, as the camera zooms in and we get a closer look, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary frog. The creature's head is elongated, straying from the typical round shape we associate with frogs. Even more intriguing is the absence of visible features we'd expect to see, like eyes or a mouth. This lack of identifiable characteristics adds a layer of mystery to the creature, sparking curiosity about its true nature. The video leaves me pondering several questions. Is this an unusual species of amphibian? Perhaps a rare or less known variety? Could it be a creature in a transitional stage of its life? Or maybe it's something entirely different, defying our expectations of familiar wildlife. Imagine stepping into a farm field, the camera rolling, capturing the rustic charm of the countryside. Suddenly, the video zeroes in on an intriguing sight, a skunk cabbage, freshly uprooted, lying in the open field.
This is a skunk cabbage. It grows down along.
This isn't just any ordinary glimpse of flora. What stands out is the extraordinary appearance of the plant, particularly its root system. As the camera focuses, the skunk cabbage reveals its otherworldly beauty. The roots are dense, intricate, and spread out in a complex network that captivates the viewer's attention. They exhibit an almost alien quality, as if this plant could belong to a landscape far removed from our earthly familiarities. The sheer uniqueness of the skunk cabbage, especially in its uprooted state, turns this simple video into a fascinating visual exploration. I am not familiar with this plant, and seeing it for the first time in this video made me think of an alien plant at first. In this intriguing image from the Pirin Mountains of southwestern Bulgaria, we're presented with a captivating mystery embedded in stone. The photograph shows a man's foot placed beside a remarkable impression on a rock. A colossal footprint that seems to echo the shape of a human foot, but is magnified to an astonishing scale, at least 8 times larger. The footprint's most striking feature is its toes, which bear a striking resemblance to those of a human, suggesting familiarity, yet paired with the unknown. The rest of the footprint, however, veers into the realm of the mysterious, with proportions and contours that don't quite match our expectations of a human foot, hinting at a creature of extraordinary size and perhaps unknown origin. The mind races with possibilities. Could this be evidence of giants, as suggested by myths and legends that span cultures and eras, creatures of immense stature whose existence has faded into folklore? Or might this imprint hint at the existence of Bigfoot, the elusive creature reported in various sightings throughout the world, yet remaining shrouded in skepticism and mystery? This image left me with more questions than answers, and I am very curious of knowing what could have left such a mark, and if the creature still exists. Imagine encountering a creature so unusual it seems to challenge the laws of nature itself. This tiny reptile, with its pair of heads atop a single body, appears as if plucked from a realm of fantasy or a mythical story. This rare condition, known as bicephaly, is a form of conjoined twinning, but is exceptionally uncommon in reptiles. The two heads sharing one body might make you think of mythical creatures or beings from a realm of fantasy. Yet here it is, a living turtle that defies common natural expectations. It is fascinating how these animals with bicephaly can live without problems. They give us a rare glimpse of nature's diversity. Step into a scene that blurs the line between the familiar and the utterly mysterious. This video, captured on a Texas beach, presents us with a creature that defies easy categorization.
Imagine being on Bolivar Beach and this turns up. KH11 viewer Patricia shared.
It kind of looks like an anemone you'd find in the ocean, with lots of tentacles that are soft and jelly-like. But here's where it gets super weird. The creature's mouth. It's big and looks super scary. Kind of like the mouth of a sea lamprey, but even larger. This isn't something you'd want to bump into while swimming. The creature's color is another strange thing. It's gray, which isn't what you'd expect for something like an anemone. This unusual color makes it look even more out of the ordinary. So what is this thing? Is it just a strange kind of anemone? Or is it something we've never seen before? The video leaves me guessing, showing me just how many weird and wonderful things there might be out there that we still don't know about. Embark on an up-close exploration of one of nature's more ethereal creations, captured in this video where a man holds a fascinating creature in his hand. The fish's mouth is notably sharp and pointed, resembling an arrowhead, which adds to its unusual and striking appearance. This pointed mouth is likely an adaptation to its natural environment, helping it catch its prey in the cold waters it usually inhabits. Transparency in fish, like that seen in the ice fish, is an extraordinary adaptation. It's often a form of camouflage, making the fish nearly invisible to predators and prey in the water. Despite being out of water in this video, the ice fish retains its see-through appearance, allowing us to marvel at its unique physiology up close. This type of fish is a very interesting sight to see, and thanks to this video, we have the opportunity to dive in the diversity of the nature. In 2014, a YouTuber named Magnus embarked on an exploration of an abandoned house in Norway, uncovering something truly unsettling in the attic. In the video, we witness the explorer navigating the dark corridors of the abandoned house, armed only with a flashlight and his camera. As he ventures deeper, his lens captures the eerie presence of an attic. With cautious steps, he ascends the creaky attic stairs, the darkness enveloping him as he climbs higher. Upon reaching the attic, he swiftly pans the camera around, revealing a glimpse of something that sends a chill down his spine. With a scream of terror, he flees, and the video abruptly ends. Upon closer inspection of the footage, we catch sight of a humanoid face with long hair and a beard, its features twisted into an expression of malevolence. Despite its humanoid appearance, there's an unmistakable air of evil and ghostly aura emanating from the face, particularly in its soulless, piercing gaze directed straight at the camera. It's a chilling reminder of the dangers lurking in forgotten places, perhaps disturbing whatever slept in that attic was indeed a grave mistake on the explorer's part. If you're out for a nighttime stroll and hear what sounds like a distressed dog barking from the woods, don't let curiosity get the better of you. I repeat, don't investigate. Once again, what you just heard wasn't a dog. This unsettling video hails from North Carolina, where a brave, or perhaps we should say foolish, individual ventured into the woods to trace a bizarre sound resembling a distressed canine. Following the eerie noise, he soon sensed something amiss, a feeling akin to being watched by unseen eyes. Suddenly, the unsettling sounds took on a more sinister and chilling tone, sending shivers down his spine. Overwhelmed by a sense of dread, the man wisely chose to flee the scene. The unnerving nature of the sound, coupled with the eerie atmosphere, proved too much to bear. As speculation mounts among viewers, some suggest the possibility of a skinwalker, a malevolent entity from folklore known to assume the guise of animals to lure unsuspecting prey. It's theorized that this particular skinwalker, masquerading as a dog, made a slight misstep in mimicking its voice. Looks like someone needs more practice at shape-shifting, Mr. Skinwalker. spotting something your mind can't make sense of is undeniably eerie, but being stalked by an unknown entity takes fear to a whole new level.
It's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do.
Terrifying, isn't it? A homeowner returning from a convenience store sensed an ominous presence, as if someone or something was watching him. Trusting his instincts, he aimed his flashlight towards the nearby woods and began recording. To his horror, he discovered 2 eyes glaring back at him from the darkness. These eyes, positioned at an unnervingly high level, bore into the camera with an intensity that sent chills down his spine. Confounded by the identity of this mysterious stalker, the homeowner shared the video online, sparking a flurry of speculation among viewers. Some suggested it might be a nightcrawler. Others proposed it could be a Bigfoot. But what truly terrifying was the possibility that it could be a rake. What are your thoughts on this chilling encounter? Hunters were out on their usual hunting trip in the African forest when they stumbled upon a truly bizarre creature that defies description. This isn't a scene from a fantasy movie. It's real footage captured by our African hunters. The creature before us was found by the hunters, and it is utterly strange and unsettling. It got a human-like face atop the body of a small koala, covered in hair. It's a sight that just doesn't seem right. In the video, the hybrid creature appears to be resting, perhaps even lifeless at first glance. But upon closer inspection, you can see subtle movements suggesting it's just asleep. Personally, anything with even a hint of human features sends shivers down my spine. Attention all Bigfoot enthusiasts. Prepare to bolster your evidence and convince the skeptics that this legendary creature is indeed real. At first glance, it resembles a gorilla or an ape, but given that this was recorded in the Acadian forest of Canada, I'm sure that's not the case. This creature stands tall and possesses a humanoid posture, moving through the bushes in a distinctly human-like manner. The video was taken from a hidden spot, unbeknownst to the creature. However, a sudden noise from the hiker alerted the humanoid figure. Causing it to become agitated. In a chilling display, the creature began growling in a deeply unsettling voice, prompting the hiker to flee in fear. This creature perfectly fits the description of what many refer to as Bigfoot, adding yet another intriguing piece to the puzzle of its existence. Do you think this video? Now we've got a clip straight from a remote African village, and let me tell you, it's downright unsettling. What you just witnessed isn't some extraterrestrial being dropped off by an alien ship. It's a Percussion mutant. This mutated pig's appearance is quite eerie, with a dog-like lower body and a humanoid head. The mutation has twisted its facial features, giving it a human-like nose, tongue, and eyes. It's especially unnerving to see its mouth hanging open with the tongue sticking out. At first glance, we might have all mistaken it for an alien, but it's actually a baby pig, unfortunately born with disabilities and mutations. Creatures like this mutant often have short lives, as their abnormalities make it difficult for them to survive. Even though this creature seems straight out of a nightmare, I hope it found ease of life after this video was taken, and that local authorities provided the care it needed. Imagine taking a stroll in your neighborhood after a rainy day, and suddenly you stumble upon this thing. Like me, your first thought might be to get rid of it as quick as possible, maybe by burning it or squishing it under your shoe. However, a closer look reveals a fascinating phenomenon in nature. This circular cluster is actually a group of black caterpillars engaged in a unique behavior called a rolling swarm. Each caterpillar moves at a slightly different pace. Those on top continuously climb over their neighbors, creating a conveyor belt effect. This means the ones in the second layer go twice as fast. But then, once they make it to the front, they have to slow down again as they make their way back to the bottom. With all this going on, it creates this ring-like shape. Even though it's somewhat natural, it still gives me the chills. Get ready for a journey back to World War right from the heart of a German army camp. In the footage you just witnessed, we see a German army camp where troops stumbled upon a truly bizarre and unsettling creature during a routine patrol. This creature gave off vibes of a humanoid mixed with a wolf, resembling something out of a werewolf tale. Towering in height, it boasted sharp, ferocious-looking teeth. The German soldiers were understandably puzzled and intrigued by their discovery, as captured in the video where they attempted to document the creature. Now, some skeptics might suggest that the footage was digitally manipulated, and we can't rule that out, but it still looks intriguing. If indeed genuine, this footage forces us to confront the possibility that creatures akin to werewolves may have roamed among us. Curious about what my sleep paralysis demon goat looks like. This weird goat clip surfaced on Facebook, shared by a page called Anadoonline, sparking a wave of unease and fascination within the community. But fear not, this goat isn't some devil spawn or extraterrestrial being. It's actually a mutant goat from India. Surprisingly, this goat has garnered local celebrity status and is even worshipped in India due to its oddly human-like face. It's believed to have been born with a rare mutation called cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. So why the worship? Well, in Hindu religion, goats hold significant importance and are considered holy. Hence, this goat with its human-like face is regarded as even more special. Despite its fame, this poor goat may struggle with everyday tasks like eating and breathing due to its mutation. Let's hope its life becomes easier as it grows older. Every creature on this planet is unique, but perhaps none more so than the bizarre black goat born in Sultanpur, India. Its resemblance to ancient Greek mythology is uncanny. In this brief clip, you witnessed a goat born with a condition known as cyclopia, resulting in facial deformities. Instead of two distinct eyes, this goat's eyes are fused together, creating one large eye in the middle of its face. This striking feature gives the goat the appearance of a mythical creature from ancient tales. The farmers on whose farm this goat was born were left stunned and weirded by its unusual appearance. Even the owner, with a decade of experience as a goat farmer, admitted to never encountering anything like it before. While it's a natural occurrence, the sheer oddity of this baby goat has sparked various reactions, with some viewers even likening it to an alien creature. Adding to the intrigue, the goat's mother and older siblings are completely normal. Despite its unusual appearance, the owner assures that the goat is living a healthy and normal life, defying any concerns about its well-being. Have you ever heard of airborne snake deliveries? Believe it or not, this video shows an eagle performing a swift drop of a snake onto an unsuspecting onlooker. It's unclear if the eagle had a prior altercation with the onlooker, leading to a perceived act of revenge. Alternatively, perhaps the eagle was simply presenting an unusual gift in the form of the snake. After dropping the reptile, the eagle flies away. Surprisingly, the person receiving this unexpected package remains remarkably calm, even panning the camera to capture the confused snake wriggling on the ground. This encounter definitely adds a new twist to the idea of watching out for the birds. Now, who knows, maybe we'll all need to be wary of raining snakes after seeing this. We all know frogs as calm creatures, simply sitting on lily pads and eating bugs. However, this clip will do a complete turnaround on your perception. Yep, frogs can be like this. This feisty frog has a whole snake in its mouth, and it's going in for the full swallow. The frog's stance is impressive, legs spread wide for stability. The snake? Not having a good time. It's wriggling like crazy to escape, but those froggy jaws are strong. Fun fact, most frogs are toothless. This means our determined amphibian friend is trying to gulp down the snake whole. No chewing involved. The close-up shot shows just how focused this frog is. It's not giving up that snack anytime soon. Maybe next time you see a frog in your yard, you'll think twice before shooing it away. If you hate bugs or insects, this video is not for you, so I recommend skipping it. In the video, a group of friends encounter a strange cave opening. Hesitant at first, one friend decides to enter. Inside, he disturbs a swarm of thousands of flying insects. These insects erupt in a frenzy, their vast numbers completely obscuring the man from sight. The swarm exits the cave in response to the disruption. Seeing the insects and feeling them on his body, the friend inside attempts to escape, but seeks refuge deeper in the cave due to the overwhelming presence. Initially confused about the insect's identity, my research revealed these cave swarmers to be sandflies, more common than you think and similar in appearance to mosquitoes. Sandflies are also bloodsuckers, but this concern likely paled in comparison to the immediate threat of the insects entering the friend's nose or ears, which could cause significant damage. This video adds another fear to my list of reasons to avoid venturing into caves. Mother Nature throws us curveballs every now and then, and this intriguing video is a prime example. It showcases a strange creature inching its way across a tree branch. At first glance, you might mistake it for a grasshopper, but a closer look reveals something entirely different. The creature's body resembles a tangle of thin bones, moving in a slow, laborious manner. Its grasshopper-like form takes an unusual turn with a strangely textured, hairless body. Long legs and prominent antennae complete its bizarre appearance. The internet is abuzz with speculation. Some viewers find an uncanny resemblance to the skeletal devil horses depicted in movies. Could this be a new species, an unknown life form, or perhaps even a visitor from beyond our world? Prepare to witness a scene that'll have you checking your own closets twice. The video opens on a seemingly ordinary room. The only point of interest is a large wardrobe, its dark presence dominating the frame. Each bang creaking the wardrobe door open a fraction further. As the knocking abruptly stops, the camera person understandably on edge. The wardrobe is completely empty. Unexplained phenomena, or a cleverly concealed trick? This eerie video ignites the age-old debate. Are we witnessing a genuine encounter with the paranormal or something more down to earth? My friends think skydiving is awesome, always trying to drag me along. But nope. This video is my ultimate proof of why I fear it. Many things can go wrong. The cameraman jumps too, capturing the terrifying scene behind him. The other plane, wingless, plummeting towards the ground. We also see a view from the diver jumping from the plane that just crashed into the other. From that view, we can see that after the plane collided, all the divers jumped off and scattered in the air. Thankfully, these were trained professionals. Each had a parachute, their only hope for a safe landing. Anyway, this is why I stick to the ground. We all know plants are alive, but have you ever seen one take a walk? A branch with leaves is moving and grooving. It scoots across the pavement like it has tiny feet. At first, you might think it's some sneaky leaf bugs in disguise. But zoom in closer, and it's clear. These are real leaves, firmly attached to the branch. The most puzzling part? Other leaves are scattered around, perfectly still. So what's making this one take a stroll? Is it magic? A mischievous wind spirit? The answer might be simpler. Wind could be playing tricks, pushing the branch in a way that makes it look like it's walking. But hey, that doesn't stop the mystery. Ever seen a bird that looks like it came straight out of hell? There's a weird video going crazy on TikTok. It shows a strange bird people are calling the opium bird. They say it's the first one ever seen in Antarctica. In the video, the bird looks totally out of place. It's big and covered in white fur, with a long beak and eyes that seem empty. The whole thing is just kinda creepy, and it just sits there. But hold on, this bird might not be all it seems. The video actually has 3 clips showing different opium birds, and all of them have something red dripping from their beaks. Plus, the whole look of the bird seems a bit unreal. Turns out, this whole thing was a trick. The opium bird isn't real. It was created using special effects computers. So while the video might make you jump at first, there's no need to worry about a monster bird hanging out in Antarctica. Imagine you're looking out your window, and in the house across the street, you see this.
Tap it on the window out there.
Yeah.
Top window.
Yeah.
This video from California has viewers on the edge of their seats. The clip, filmed by a neighbor, captures a sight straight out of a spooky movie. It shows what appears to be an empty house across the street. A strange humanoid shadow darts across an upstairs window in an unnaturally swift motion. The figure then vanishes, only to reappear moments later in a downstairs window, seemingly staring directly at the camera. Needless to say, this was a really scary and bizarre sight. However, this encounter has sparked a debate. Is it a genuine paranormal experience, or something more down to earth? While the video is unsettling, I believe it could be a clever prank. A cardboard cutout figure, strategically placed and moved between windows, could explain the swift movements and reappearance. On a sunny day, along the shores of New Jersey, beachgoers were in for an unexpected twist when they stumbled upon a mysterious sight. A vibrant blue button, bobbing along the waves and finally coming to rest on the sandy shore. The sudden appearance of this bizarre object left everyone scratching their heads in wonder and excitement. This wasn't your average beach trinket. This button was actually a living creature called a blue button, also known as a Portuguese man-o'-war's close relative, the by-the-wind sailor. Despite its cute, button-like appearance, the blue button packs a surprising punch. Its vibrant blue body is adorned with feather-like tentacles that deliver a mild sting, enough to make your hand feel a bit tingly and uncomfortable. While they might look like jellyfish at first glance, these fascinating creatures belong to a different group entirely. They're classified as hydrozoans, colonies of tiny predators related to true jellyfish. So next time you're strolling along the Jersey shore and spot a blue button bobbing in the waves, admire it from afar. These little buttons, while visually captivating, carry a hidden sting. Living in India, Watch out for the karate monkeys. In this video from a shop's security camera, the street scene unfolds with an elderly person strolling casually. Suddenly, a monkey appears on the scene, charging towards something. To everyone's surprise, it targets the old man directly. The monkey executes a strong, two-legged kick, sending the poor man tumbling to the ground. After the attack, displaying its natural agility and parkour skills, the monkey swiftly jumps onto a nearby car and makes a quick getaway. This unexpected encounter raises concerns, as the situation could have taken a more severe turn, especially if the elderly man had hit his head on something during the fall. If you're in India, it's crucial to stay vigilant and be cautious around these mischievous primates to avoid potential encounters like this one. This intriguing video comes from an African forest safari, where a tourist captures footage of a peculiar creature sitting inside a tree. At first glance, the creature appears similar to a baboon, but as the camera zooms in on its face, it reveals features unlike anything seen before. The creature possesses a strange and creepy humanoid hand, sitting upright and fixated on something. In the background, you can hear the voices of a large crowd that has gathered to witness this unusual sight.
Ja, dat is een kopmuziek. Dat zag je net wel, hè?
Ja, maar hij presenteert
suggesting that the creature might be hiding in the tree due to the attention. While some may speculate that it's a baboon, the unique and potentially damaged appearance of its face raises questions. I think that it could have faced confrontations with other baboons, which is common as they vie for territory. What are your thoughts on this strange creature sighting? An anonymous viewer sent me this image through email, saying that they found it online. No source added. They said they thought this is the best image they've seen of Bigfoot. I have to say that indeed this is the clearest image of Bigfoot. If it is indeed Bigfoot, or if it is indeed real and not some artificial intelligence image. The body covered in fur seems massive, although I am not sure how close to the camera it is, but the face leans more into a canine creature. I am not sure what to make of this. What do you think? And if any of you have any more interesting footage, send them to the email in the description. This video will send shivers down your spine. It captures the terrifying experience of a homeowner who woke up in the middle of the night feeling thirsty. But instead of a refreshing drink, he got a major scare. The video shows a 911 call made by the homeowner after spotting a strange figure outside his window.
Hi, yeah, I'm and he's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now.
In the dead of night, a tall man, shrouded in a hoodie, stands motionless, staring intently into the house. The homeowner describes to 911 that he was being stalked for over 30 minutes by this unsettling figure. Imagine being in that situation. The homeowner's fear and confusion are completely understandable. Also, my mind is rushing with questions like, what does this person want? Why are they here in the middle of the night? Could they be dangerous? The time of night and the intensity of the stare make it undeniably creepy. This heart-stopping video, captured by a hiker's helmet camera, showcases the importance of staying alert on the trails. The footage takes us on a bumpy ride through a Canadian forest as the hiker enjoys the twists and turns of a narrow trail on his quad bike. But the thrill takes a sharp turn when he spots a large black bear resting right next to the track. The initial glance might have caused the hiker to brush it off, but a second look reveals the potential danger. Thankfully, the bear seems uninterested in a chase and remains calmly seated. Some viewers speculate that the bear, perhaps surprised by the fast-approaching quad bike, opted to let the moment pass. This close encounter serves as a crucial reminder for anyone venturing into bear country. Be alert and aware of your surroundings. So the next time you hit the hiking trails, add "look out for lurking bears" to your checklist. And remember, a healthy dose of caution can go a long way in ensuring a safe and enjoyable outdoor adventure. This video will leave you scratching your head and maybe a little queasy. It features a bizarre phenomenon captured at a Texas park after heavy flooding. The scene, hundreds of earthworms, clumped together in mysterious balls right in the middle of the road. Over 30 of these worm balls were found scattered across the pavement, leaving park staff and viewers utterly bewildered. But what caused this unusual behavior? Theories ran wild, with some suggesting paranormal activity or even aliens. Thankfully, Texas Parks and Wildlife offered a more down-to-earth explanation. Earthworms are usually underground dwellers, but during heavy rain, saturated soil can force them to the surface. To protect themselves from the elements and communicate with each other, they huddle together in these strange clusters. While the scientific explanation solves the mystery, it doesn't stop some viewers from finding these worm balls disturbing and disgusting. Calling all Bigfoot believers, this high-quality video from Canada has sparked a frenzy of speculation. Captured by a hiker on his trek through the woods, the footage shows what appears to be a large, bear-like creature resting in the distance. The initial glimpse might lead you to believe it's a bear, but upon closer inspection, things get interesting. The creature's massive size and thick black fur are evident, and the way its head seems seamlessly connected to its lower body, visible through the branches, adds to the mystery. The lack of a clear facial view fuels the debate. Some viewers suggest it could be a gorilla or ape species, but as we know, Canada isn't home to those primates. This naturally leads many to the thrilling possibility. The video is sure to ignite discussions among Bigfoot enthusiasts. But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to consider other possibilities. The blurry line between mystery and reality is what makes this video so captivating. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video will have you questioning your own eyes. This video, captured in the snowy woods of Russia, has sparked a heated debate on Reddit. In it, the camera isn't focused on the picturesque scenery, but rather on a strange figure lurking in the distance. A snow-covered shape, seemingly blending in with the frozen branches, appears to be staring directly at the camera. As the figure shifts slightly, details emerge. To me, it looks like a bizarre humanoid creature, covered in thick fur and encrusted with snow. A faint downward slope to its form even suggests a creepy smile. But is it really a mysterious being or something more mundane? There's a chance it could simply be a pile of frozen branches, cleverly camouflaged and swaying slightly in the breeze. However, the possibility of a cryptid sighting keeps the debate alive. What do you think? This video is a chilling reminder why they say Sunshine State with a shady side in Florida. The clip, captured from a car's dashboard camera, shows a seemingly ordinary scene. A driver approaching a flooded section of the road. The driver decides to test the water's depth by tossing out an empty water bottle. The water erupts in a frenzy as a large alligator lunges for the bottle, jaws snapping aggressively. This sneaky gator was lurking unseen beneath the surface, camouflaged perfectly by the murky water. The unsuspecting bottle triggered its hunting instincts, sending it into a surprising attack. After its failed attempt to snatch lunch, the gator disappears just as quickly, vanishing back into the depths. Florida's puddles can be more dangerous than they appear. These powerful predators might be lurking beneath the surface, waiting for an opportunity to strike. So next time you're in Florida, especially near water, proceed with caution. You never know what surprises might be waiting just out of sight. This video from Coronado Island has people buzzing about a real-life, unidentified flying object sighting.
I don't know how well you can see that. That's in the sky, above the ocean.
The clip shows a strange, otherworldly creature soaring through the sky in the distance. It's got a mysterious vibe, with lots of wiggling tentacles that kind of resemble a giant flying prawn. The way it flaps its tentacles to fly is truly fascinating to watch. Despite the distance, the creature seems pretty big. Now, some viewers are saying it's just fancy computer-generated imagery effects, but the way it moves and blends into the sky looks pretty real to me. Plus, who can deny the resemblance to those fantastical creatures from Pokemon? This video is definitely sparking some serious is it real or not debates. One thing's for sure, it'll leave you scratching your head and wondering what's really out there. Ever feel a prickle on the back of your neck? A sense you're not truly alone. Maybe it's just a draft, or perhaps something more. This spine-chilling video, captured by a security camera in a hallway, documents a truly bizarre encounter. Watch closely as a woman enters the hallway, seemingly absorbed in her phone. Suddenly, without warning, a pot inexplicably topples over at the far end of the corridor. The woman halts in her tracks, visibly startled. And then it happens. A swift, unseen force rushes past her, disturbing her hair as if carried by a gust of wind. The woman's reaction speaks volumes as she bolts from the scene in terror, leaving behind a lingering sense of unease. What was that unseen presence? The woman's apprehension suggests she felt its presence even before it made its presence known. Some may argue it was merely a draft, but how could a breeze find its way into a closed-off hallway with such force? It's a puzzling and unsettling incident, one that leaves us grappling with questions and searching for answers in the realm of the unexplained. Newborn puppies are usually the epitome of cuteness, with their tiny legs, big eyes, and adorable antics. But let me tell you, folks, this little pup was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Yep, you're seeing it right. That's a puppy, believe it or not. This footage comes straight from a veterinarian's office, where a puppy was born. But let me tell you, it wasn't your average cuddly kanni. In the video, you'll notice this pup is a bit, well, weird. It's sporting a single eye smack dab in the middle of its face instead of the usual pair, and not one, but two tongues poking out of its mouth. And it's also missing a nose, looking like something straight from another planet. Turns out, this little guy was dealing with something called cyclopia, a rare birth defect caused by abnormalities in brain development. While it's fascinating to see such a unique creature, let's not forget that these anomalies can pose serious challenges for these animals' quality of life. That's why I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that the vet has stepped in to lend a helping hand. Because honestly, looking at this pup, I'm not sure it could navigate even a week. Did you know that scientists have only explored a mere 5% of our ocean's depths? The remaining 95% remains a mystery, a vast realm teeming with undiscovered creatures. This video offers a rare glimpse into that unknown world. This isn't a scene from a movie, but rather a real-life encounter captured by a fisherman. While out at sea, he stumbled upon a bizarre, otherworldly creature lurking on the ocean floor, with its slimy, black exterior and sluggish movements reminiscent of an alien. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. Its body undulates in a mesmerizing rhythm, resembling that of a slug, while its face, if you can call it that, is grotesque, devoid of any recognizable features like eyes, nose, or mouth. And as if plucked from the pages of a cosmic horror tale, it lacks any discernible fins, further adding to its enigmatic nature. What in the world is this creature? It's a question that baffles us all. If you have any insights or theories, please share them in the comments below. Together, perhaps we can unravel the mystery of this eerie denizen of the deep. In this eerie video shared on Reddit by an anonymous user, we are shown what seems like a scene ripped straight from a nightmare. The video shows a graveyard, shrouded in the darkness of the night, with tombstones scattered across the ground. Amidst the obscurity, a disconcerting sight captures our attention. A humanoid figure engaged in an unsettling and almost maniacal act. Initially mistaken for an animal, a closer look reveals the true nature of this entity. With long arms and disheveled hair over its head, the figure is caught in the act of digging a grave with its bare hands. The intensity and madness with which it carries out this grim task sends shivers down the spine of anyone watching. The limited light available adds to the chilling ambience, leaving much of the creature's features in shadow. We are left with a disturbing impression of a being immersed in a strange ritual, one that transcends the boundaries of our understanding. I'm fascinated by trail cameras. They unveil parts of the forest we'd never get to see otherwise, but sometimes they catch stuff that sends shivers down your spine. Like this video from a trail camera set up to monitor deer in the forest. One night, it caught something straight out of a horror flick, a creepy devil-like creature. This thing had a humanoid posture, but its head looked like something out of a devil myth. What makes it even weirder is that it seemed see-through. You could spot trees behind it as it strolled by the camera frame. However, I've got my doubts. There were human footprints leading into the darkness where this spirit devil came from, which is kind of suspicious. It makes me wonder if it's a mix of someone playing dress-up and a bit of video editing magic. Even if it turns out to be a hoax, you've got to admit, it's pretty convincing. Do you believe in sea monsters? If you don't, this video will surely make you reconsider. Recorded by a tourist at a beach, the footage reveals a strange sight in the sea. As the camera zooms in, a large and mysterious creature is seen swimming. The creature has a lengthy body that emerges from the water's surface, almost resembling a gigantic eel or a massive snake. It slithers into the water again, leaving viewers puzzled. While some may offer the explanation that it could be driftwood from a nearby island, the shape of the object and its unusual swimming motion make it seem unlikely. The tourist couldn't capture a clear clip, but the visible segments suggest that the creature is substantial, possibly exceeding a length of 2 meters. Despite the uncertainty, the video raises questions about the existence of enigmatic sea creatures. This video was captured by a hiker in the Canadian forest who felt someone was following him. Sensing someone was trailing him, the hiker decided to record his surroundings to gather evidence.
Someone following me is like a little kid, I don't know.
I always see him and he's just standing there, and when I look away, he's not there no more.
To his surprise, as he spoke to the camera about the mysterious follower, the person appeared to vanish. Despite the disappearance, the hiker continued expressing his concerns while recording the forest, unable to spot the person anymore.
It should be creepy, but I'm honest, I always see him. It's like always in the corner of my eye somewhere. I just want to record it.
Unbeknownst to the hiker, his camera later captured a brief glimpse of someone standing in the distance. The hiker, apparently unaware of this figure, concluded his recording and left the area, bringing the video to an end. The eerie part of this encounter lies in the unsettling appearance and posture of the person captured in the distance. The figure, to me, bears a resemblance to the infamous character Decay, a serial killer from creepypasta stories. The mysterious nature of the encounter, coupled with the potential sighting of an eerie figure, creates an atmosphere that leaves us with lingering questions and an unsettling sense of unease. In a video shared by a lady on her Facebook profile, capturing a sweet moment with her boyfriend, things took an unexpected turn. The couple was posing for a photo with the boyfriend lifting his girlfriend in his arms. A typical loving scene. However, the viewers noticed something strange in the background. If you take a closer look, there's an eerie figure peeking out from behind the door. This figure had glowing eyes and a somewhat spooky, mummy-like appearance, reminiscent of the ghost from the horror movie Mama. The unsettling part for me is that the couple was completely unaware of this creepy figure photobombing their moment. It gives off the impression that this mysterious entity is lurking around and possibly following them. In a light-hearted suggestion, perhaps it's time for the couple to consider putting their house up for sale, as it seems they may not be the only ones residing there anymore. A video circulating on the internet has sent shivers down the spines of many, leaving everyone unsettled. In this footage, captured by a passerby, a graveyard is the backdrop. But something unusual catches the eye. A strange black creature on one of the graves. Initially resembling a black dog, upon closer inspection, it reveals itself to be something much stranger and eerie. This strange entity seems to be a creature, with part of its form inside the grave and the other part above the surface. It has a small head popping in and out of the grave, creating an unsettling sight. The passerby recorded this mysterious being while passing the graveyard. However, feeling spooked, the recording abruptly stops. Some viewers who have seen this video speculate that it might be the spirit of a deceased dog, although there's currently no concrete evidence supporting this claim. It leaves everyone wondering about the nature of this creepy grave-dwelling creature. What are your thoughts on this eerie sight? I dread using public bathrooms, and after watching this video, I wouldn't even want to go near them. This footage was captured by a construction worker on his way to the public restroom. As he approached the bathroom, he heard strange breathing noises emanating from inside, prompting him to start recording.
هو سامع صوت هسه حاليا.
In the clip, we witness the entrance to the bathroom. The worker proceeds cautiously, entering the bathroom at a slow pace, clearly perturbed by the heavy breathing sound. He casually records the interior, but initially, nothing unusual appears. However, as he turns a corner and pans the camera towards a doorway, he captures a figure peeking from behind a hallway wall. Swiftly, the figure hides. This figure resembles some kind of cryptid, and I believe it was the source of those eerie breathing noises. These creatures are rumored to inhabit dirty and dark places, making a public bathroom an ideal hiding spot for them. This unsettling incident was captured by an adventurous vlogger who explores abandoned houses in remote areas, sharing his experiences on YouTube. In one of his videos, something quite mysterious and hard to explain occurred. While recording the interior of an abandoned house through a window, the vlogger unintentionally captured a startling moment. As the vlogger panned the camera towards the window, a creature suddenly appeared. Initially, the vlogger didn't notice it and continued recording other parts of the house. However, upon closer inspection, when the video was stopped and zoomed in, the creature displayed humanoid features. At first glance, it looks like a human in the window, which raises many perplexing questions. The weird part is that this humanoid figure was in the middle of nowhere, inside an abandoned house. The sudden appearance in front of the camera adds an extra layer of strangeness to the situation. The whole scenario is undeniably strange and creepy, leaving viewers and the vlogger alike puzzled about the mysterious presence in that desolate, abandoned space. A homeowner who had been experiencing poltergeist activity in his house for over a month decided to set up a camera before heading out for groceries to unravel the mystery.
Sunday the 19th of July.
After placing the camera in the kitchen, he left for the store, and within just 40 minutes, things took a bizarre turn. Objects started falling off the counters, as if someone was tossing them around. Strangely, there was no one present in the kitchen or even in the house at that moment. Pans, chairs, and cups were seemingly moving on their own, creating an eerie scene. The strange events repeated after 5 minutes, and this time, whatever was causing the disturbances even went as far as opening cupboards and drawers to throw things out. It appears to be the work of an angry and mischievous poltergeist, creating a genuinely scary situation. However, amidst the fear, one can't help but feel sympathy for the homeowner who now has the daunting task of picking up all those scattered items in the kitchen. This video captures a spine-chilling encounter that took place during a late-night drive on a desolate highway, as recorded by a car's dash camera. While cruising down the road, the car slowed down at a train intersection, offering the camera a view that evoked a sense of fear. On the roadside, a truly eerie figure came into focus, a ghostly figure resembling that of a hunched-over girl. Recognizing the unsettling presence, the driver swiftly pressed the gas pedal and continued driving. The ghostly figure was in the appearance of a little girl, noticeable from her hair and body frame. What added to the fear was the way this apparition signaled the driver to stop, contemplating what might have occurred if the driver had chosen to stop, thinking it was someone in need, adds an additional layer of horror to the situation. Late-night drives on quiet roads can indeed lead to encounters that send shivers down the spine. We all marvel at the beauty of the Northern Lights, a scientifically proven natural phenomenon. However, these videos reveal something reminiscent of the Northern Lights but on an extraordinary scale. The first video is from Virginia, and the second is from Michigan, both capturing peculiar lights in the sky. In the Virginia video, the entire sky is bathed in different and intense abrupt lights, with the brightness notably stronger near the ground, suggesting a possible source from the ground. In the Michigan video, similar unusual lights grace the sky, showcasing vibrant color changes. While some viewers speculated it might be fireworks or a malfunctioning transformer, the intensity and brightness of these lights seem to surpass typical fireworks displays. The intriguing possibility arises that these lights could be a rare and unknown natural phenomenon. The brilliance and vividness of the display prompt questions about its origin, sparking speculation and curiosity. Imagine you're out for a peaceful night walk, and suddenly you come across a scene that looks pure evil. The video clip we're discussing was recorded by a homeowner during one such walk. As he strolled, he noticed two figures in front of the local church, both adorned in devil costumes. Intrigued, he started recording, thinking it might be a prank. However, as he recorded from across the road, a car passed in front of the frame. To his surprise, once the car exited the frame, both devilish figures vanished, as if into thin air. This unexpected disappearance left the homeowner startled and uneasy. Feeling scared, he swiftly ran inside his home. While the figures initially looked like two people dressed in devil costumes, the eerie manner in which they disappeared alongside the passing car adds a bizarre and creepy element to the scene. Watching this video gives me chills, especially since there's a similar church in front of my house, making the thought of something like this happening downright unsettling. This intriguing video hails from Saudi Arabia, where a man captured an unusual sight. At the beginning of the video, the man proudly displays a lizard in his hand. However, the unexpected revelation follows. This lizard is far from ordinary because it lacks eyes. Yes, you heard it right. Instead of the usual lizard eyes, there are blank spaces emerging from its head, suggesting an unusual mutation. Curiosity led me to research eyeless lizards. And while I found information on eyeless cave salamanders, this particular lizard seems distinct. Its body resembles a lizard, but the absence of eyes sets it apart. The question arises, is this a result of mutation, or could it be an entirely bizarre creature, different from a typical lizard? The mystery behind this eyeless lizard sparks curiosity and leaves us pondering the strangeness of nature. Tesla car owners get to enjoy various advanced features, including self-driving capabilities that use sensors to detect surrounding traffic. However, as shown in this intriguing video, these features can sometimes lead to unexpected detections, even of ghosts. Don't believe it. Take a look for yourself. Recorded by a Tesla owner, the video demonstrates how the car's sensors indicate the presence of two individuals on bikes to the right side of the vehicle. The catch: when the driver checks, there's no one there.
The Tesla thinks there's somebody on a bike next to me, but there's nobody there. I'm gonna drive through and start.
Interestingly, the car was parked behind another vehicle, but the sensor insisted there were bikes nearby. Tesla's autopilot relies on cameras to monitor the surroundings, identifying vehicles, pedestrians, road markings, and obstacles. While the possibility of autopilot malfunctioning is acknowledged, the driver showed in another clip that the glitch disappeared after moving from a stoplight, and the car no longer displayed any ghostly bike riders. Today I'm scared of wind. I'm not referring to the pleasant breezes. I'm talking about something like this. In this video, we witness a ferocious wind wreaking havoc outside a facility in China. The intensity of the wind is so powerful that it lifts up boards and even trees. Its speed is remarkable, and the video reveals the presence of particles mixed with the wind, adding an extra layer of danger. Recorded by employees on a night duty shift, they wisely chose to stay inside the building while this fierce windstorm unfolded outside. This decision was crucial considering the potential risks of walking around in such hazardous wind conditions. The footage serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable and sometimes strange nature of strong winds, highlighting the importance of staying sheltered and safe during such weather events. Security cameras are typically installed in homes to provide a sense of security and safety, reassuring us that we are protected. However, there are times when these cameras capture something that makes us feel quite the opposite, unsettled and unsafe. This picture was shared on Reddit's Creepy Captures subreddit by a user who recounted a strange incident. The user explained that it was midnight when their door security alarm went off. Naturally, they went to check who might be at the door, but to their surprise, there was no one there. Intrigued and concerned, they decided to review the camera footage, and that's when they came across this eerie figure. The figure in the image looks as though it's right out of a horror movie. It has a Slender Man-like face and an overall creepy appearance. Moreover, it seems to be holding something in its hand, adding to the mystery and unease surrounding it. Whatever this bizarre creature may be, one can only hope it never pays them a visit in person. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.